Chris Murphy at Murphy Brothers in Boonville. Standing here with the new Roxer, all dressed out. This is the way Matt Lobhon said he liked to have a weather chaser, storm chaser vehicle. Come check them out. Get yours right here at Murphy Brothers in Boonville today.
Give the gift of a delicious burger from Bulldog Burger, a soup and sandwich from Sweet Pepper's Deli, appetizers and cocktails from The Grill, or even a wood-fired steak from Harvey's. Choice is the perfect gift. An all-in-one gift card from Eat With Us.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning to you. Welcome into Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. We have a lot to talk about, a lot to get into this morning. I want to show you a live look first at our Mississippi Live radar this morning. You can see a lot going on this morning in comparison to what was going on yesterday. You can see here we're looking at rain pouring out of the area right now, crossing over the state line. Really over the last hour, we saw that last sprinkle or two that was going to be in the area. And now as we're waking up, well, we're dry out the door this morning. So that's some good news for all of us that have to be out and about, back off for your work week. Hey, the good news is you're not dealing with any rain out there this morning. The bad news is you're dealing with much cooler conditions because of that front that kicked in overnight. And really, before a lot of us even hit the bed last night, we saw the conditions come through of this front. I don't know about you, but if you saw it come through, it was like the wind picked up in seconds. It really started getting breezy around my house. I live here in Senatobia. When that front kicked in, and it was very noticeable that, hey, a front is coming through. The wind just started blowing leaves everywhere. We even saw some power outages across North Mississippi because of it, even power lines down just because of how breezy things got yesterday. So we'll talk more about those power outages this morning, but just know that front that caused some of us some headache overnight is now sitting off to the east, bringing those cool conditions along with it. It is definitely dragging some really frigid air into the southeast. Take a look at temperatures right now as you're headed out the door. You can see that cold front off to the south, and you can really see that temperature gradient, that difference of temperatures depending state to state where you are. Now here in North Mississippi, yeah, we have dropped into the 30s, but even further off to the north, 20s in Fayetteville, 26 in Jonesboro, 20s in Memphis, even close to us. The further south that you go, not as cold, 40s down in Jackson and Meridian, colder air making it there right now. Same story in Birmingham, and then even warmer off to the east where that front is continuing to push in. So cold air has made it here to North Mississippi. Another thing you're going to notice as you're headed out the door this morning, it was sure breezy overnight when that came through. Still breezy this morning, not as bad, but still enough to give us a wind chill where it feels like temperature below the temperature you're seeing. So take a look at these wind chill values as you're stepping out the door this morning. Some of us in the teens, 18 for a feels like temperature in Marshall County, Senatobia 19, South Haven 18. Tunica did see a feels like temperature in the teens of 19 over the past 30 minutes. So feels like temperatures, yeah, definitely chilly out there. A lot of us seeing feels like temperatures in the 20s, which is not much better. 24 in Bruce, Houston, 24 in Lee County. So as you're stepping out the door this morning, you definitely need the coat. Again, those feels like temperatures are because of this right here. Winds gusting still up to 20, 30 miles an hour in some places. 34 of a wind gust in Tunica County, Clarksdale 30, Senatobia 29, 26 in New Albany, 24 in Amory. Here's the thing, a brisk northerly wind does not take much to give us a feels like temperature when conditions are this cold. And then you add it up to about 20, 30 miles an hour. Yeah, makes it feel about 5 up to 10 degrees colder than the temperature you're actually seeing out the door this morning. So definitely cold as you are stepping out. Power outages this morning. Again, we dealt with this overnight once that front kicked through yesterday evening into the overnight hours. We were dealing with some power outages just because of how breezy conditions got. We saw gusts up to 40, 50 miles an hour in places, and that allowed for power outages. That allowed for breakers to have issues, for power lines to be down. Here's the deal we're dealing with this morning, the power outages across North Mississippi. If you see these counties in blue, that means there's a percentage of your county that is without power this morning. Main counties we've been watching is Union, Lafayette County, and then down into Attala County are three main counties that are seeing the most power outages this morning. In terms of actual numbers, about 200 to 100 in a lot of ours from Union, Lafayette, DeSoto around 100 as well. Down into Pickens, 200, but Attala County is still taking the cake, around 400 power outages this morning. I just encourage you, if you are in these counties that we're seeing a lot of power outages still continuing into the morning hours, just make sure you're checking on your friends, your family that are around the area that might not have power like you do this morning. It's not great to not have power in general, but then we deal with the cold conditions we're dealing with this morning. Just be neighborly out there, maybe offer somebody to come sit with you or at your house until they get their power back on. Here's a look over in Attala County, over in Kosciuszko. This area, we did see some power on this morning, so good to go within this camera view. Seeing some clouds still hanging out all the way down to Attala County. That is moving out this morning. Temperatures in the upper 30s, but feeling more like 30 degrees. So again, just a cold start overall, no matter where you are out the door this morning. Here's a live look in Lafayette County in an MDOT traffic camera. Still seeing good to go on all those MDOT traffic cameras in terms of power. You can see that light on at MS Highway 6 at Jackson Avenue. So good to go within these shots. Again, still seeing power outages across the county. Temperatures around 30, but the feels like around 20. So about 10 degrees cooler than the actual temperature you're seeing. That's what your feels like temperatures are this morning out the door. So definitely want to bundle up if you have to get out and about. Your first 12 hours ahead, you can expect temperatures eventually to get into the upper 30s by 11 and then into the 40s today. That's about 10 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. So definitely a cold afternoon. You can see that northerly wind sticks around 15 miles an hour. So even though temperatures are going to be in the 40s this afternoon, I'm expecting feels like temperatures to stick in the 30s today. So definitely a cold day ahead. We'll see temperatures actually get back into the 30s as we head into your evening hours. Going into the afternoon, though, the only thing that is going to be helping it feel a little bit better is all the sunshine. We are looking at clouds clearing out of the area over your next hour ahead. And going into your afternoon, lots of sunshine throughout a very cold day. So the only thing that's helping things out. Going into your Tuesday, more sunshine out the door throughout your day ahead. But Tuesday, another cold one. We'll talk about the details of that in just a minute. Lots of sunshine, though, for your Tuesday ahead. Going into Wednesday, we see a little bit more clouds mix in, but still overall dry conditions for your Wednesday as well. So a few dry days out there, a lot of dry days actually for your work week. If you got any plans, maybe you're trying to get some yard work done. Maybe you're just trying to get all of the Christmas decor out of the yard, whatever it is, you're going to have to bundle up over your next few days. But overall, we are looking to be dry throughout a majority of the work week ahead. So that is some good news. Coming up next, we'll talk about when rain does re-enter the forecast. So if you're wondering when that is going to be happening, when rain chances come back, it is in our 7-day forecast. So we'll talk about our next best chance of rain. Of course, if you got any New Year's Day plans, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, we're going to be talking about your full forecast of what you can expect for then as well. Will the cold conditions hang around for that? Well, we'll have the details, everything you need to know coming up after this.
We come from a long line of farmers, and there's a sense of pride, but there's also a significant amount of pressure.
Farmers have to take care of their physical and their mental health, because what's a farm without a farmer?
Watching the sun come up, that's my time. I can have a cup of coffee, and every day is a new opportunity.
That's cool. Your hand's gotten so
Yay!
Don't forget to check in on yourself. Love your mind.
You wonder how they're going to experience the real world in real safety, where all kids are welcome and everyone has a path forward to new skills, advancement, leadership, something they will carry with them the rest of their lives.
The bravest thing that my dad has done has been going back to school.
It wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
The bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggye McAuley.
Hey, welcome back into Mississippi Live Weather. Thanks as always for starting off your day and your work week with us. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley. It's definitely a different start to your work week if you're waking up early with us. If you didn't already know, it is cold outside. Do not go outside and expect what it was like over the last few days on your Christmas holiday where you got to wear some shorts and be comfortable. It is an entirely different story out there. Take a look over in Lee County, a live look over the city of Tupelo, or at least a portion of it. You can see nice skies out there. Honestly, beautiful sunrise ongoing with some high-flying cirrus clouds in the distance, but don't let the nice conditions, the nice look at least out there fool you. We're looking at temperatures in the 30s right now in Tupelo, 32 with the feels like of 24. So it is definitely chilly out there. Feels like temperatures even below the actual temperature you're going to be seeing in your car, or maybe you have a thermostat in your house as well. Here's a live look over in Oxford, another great view out there. Again, a beautiful sunrise ongoing this morning, even amid the very chilly conditions. Temperatures in the 30s in Oxford, but feeling like 20. So whatever your temperature actually is, you can decrease it by 10 degrees, and that's what your feels like temperature is. So definitely cold out the door across the board this morning from Lee County to Lafayette County. Let's take one more look over in Panola County. This is over in northwest Mississippi. Again, beautiful sunrise ongoing, but just downright cold out there. Temperatures near 30 with feels like temperatures in the 20s. So I know a lot of us have to get out and about this morning back to work, at least for a few days before your New Year's holiday, and it's just not great conditions you want to be going and getting out and about in. Make sure if you can, get out and start your car early, maybe so you can warm up a little bit better. As we're looking at our airport delays, maybe you know somebody going off into the airport, you're picking somebody up or taking them as they're flying back maybe from an extended holiday stay. I'm not tracking any major delays. Now, I did see one delay this morning. They actually saw a ground stop up in DTW. This was up in Michigan, and we saw a ground stop at this airport due to some high winds, but overall now looking green and good to go. And that's the story out of all of our major airways out there. Sticking here in North Mississippi, temperatures going to be cold today. Don't expect it to get too much better over the next few hours. We're upper 30s by 10. Same story into 11. And you can see that northerly wind sticks around all day long. That's going to be making it feel colder than the temperature you're seeing, not only this morning, but even into your afternoon. Now, a lot of us going to be topping off near 40 degrees. Some of us could stick in the upper 30s, some of us a little bit warmer than that, but an average across the area is going to be around 40, much cooler out there than our holiday that we saw, where temperatures were definitely really warm out there for this time of year, now sitting below average. Again, still breezy, northwest wind up to 10 to 15 miles an hour at times, not helping the feels like temperature at all. Going over your next hour ahead, we'll start to see these clouds that are kind of sitting in the southern portion of North Mississippi make their way out, and we should see a lot of sunshine for all of us noon and on, especially into your afternoon. Even though that northerly wind sticking around, sunshine helping at least a little bit out there. Going into your Monday evening, we'll start to see a little bit more clouds push in. Overall, no rain expected overnight into your Tuesday. Going into your Tuesday morning, another cold start. We'll talk about just how cold in a minute, but you'll still need that thick coat out the door for your Tuesday morning, and looking like a lot of sunshine all day long for Tuesday as well. Another cold day out there for Tuesday, even with all of the sunshine. We'll start to see the winds shift a little bit throughout the day on Tuesday, and a warm up will be the story after that. Can you believe it? We're talking about a warm up, and it's cold out there right now. You know our temperatures in Mississippi, they fluctuate every so often, or really every week. I think we see cold to hot, cold to hot. That's the same story, at least for a little bit, going into January, the 4th through the 8th. We're looking at above average conditions settling back in the area, not only for us, but for a good portion of the United States. Above average conditions come back really from the West Coast all the way to the Southeast. We're looking at warmer than average conditions coming back into the forecast. As for your New Year's, that's going to be the story for that as well. Got any New Year's Eve or New Year's Day plans? Temperatures today and tomorrow in the 40s, barely. But as we head further on into the work week, if you got any plans, we will warm up. We'll be upper 50s New Year's Eve, middle 50s for New Year's Day. So getting a little bit better out there as we head further into 2025 and then to start off your 2026. This is a little bit above average, but more around average than we are right now. And again, mainly dry days out there if you got any plans. Our rain chances hold out into the weekend. So going into Friday and Saturday, that's when we start to see rain chances coming back in. Mainly Friday night into Saturday morning is what it's looking like right now. Not a great chance, but that is the next best chance of rain that we're seeing over your next 7 days out there. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. Cold today and tomorrow, 40 today, 41. Oh, a little bit better, 41 out there for your Tuesday. In the morning, you could expect conditions again going to be chilly, so make sure to have the coat out there. 20s for your Tuesday morning. So just downright cold. We'll start our warm up after Tuesday. 50s come back into the forecast for Wednesday. Middle to upper 50s will be the story Thursday all the way through your weekend. So conditions do get warmer than average. They get back to, I would say, tolerable around here as we head later on in the work week and again into that New Year's holiday. Rain chances do come back Friday into Saturday. They're not great, but they're the next best chance. And again, we'll have details of those coming up in the next few days as models do become more with those rain chances later on in the week. Thanks as always for tuning in with us this morning on this cold Monday morning. Make sure to tune in with us. We'll be live one more time coming up in the next 15 minutes at 7:30.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Lopon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Lopon has proven himself trustworthy